Hello everybody, Liz here and welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be doing a reaction vlog kind of thing for the season and series finale of Sense8. So if you don't know what Sense8 is, it is a Netflix original show that is kind of like a sci-fi show that involves 8 people around the world who suddenly develop a connection with each other, and they learn that, this is a much bigger thing than just them being able to connect with one another. So since it has 2 seasons on Netflix currently, and then this is the very last season slash movie that they made for the series, so Sense8 is one of my favorite shows ever. It shows an amazing cast, an amazing storyline, and I was really sad to hear that we were going to get it not renewed. And then after a lot of the fans pleaded with Netflix, we finally got a kind of wrap-up movie kind of thing that just aired a few hours ago, aka maybe 24 hours ago, and I decided I'm going to watch all of it and give my reactions because this is literally one of my favorite shows ever. So yeah, this is gonna be me reacting to Sense8 finale, and I am so sad and excited. So let's see if this is going to fulfill my Sense8 heart. It's happening. It's time. I'm not ready.
Me how to raise my son.
I'm already in my Wolfgang feels.
Don't touch her! You love your mother?
Wolfgang, you are worth it. I literally am maybe 4 minutes in, and I'm already... I can't do this. I can't do this. Wolfgang is my bae. No. Being dramatic as fuck is a mood. Oh, of course Sun is bringing everybody together. Sun and Moon, I just can't. I can't. They're so cute. And my poor baby. I'm emo. I can't. How am I gonna survive it? I still have 2 hours for this. Are you just... my heart? I need to pause because things are happening really quickly. Oh my god, it's a heist basically, and just all of everybody working together. Something's gonna go wrong, and I just need to emotionally prepare. Okay. We have a new cluster song, and then everybody else that's not in the cluster is singing it too, and I'm just... What did I do to deserve such greatness? You got me fucked up. No. It's over. I'm crying. Sense8 is over. I just finished it. It was everything I could hope for in the 2.5 hours that they allotted for this finale. I promise I don't look this bad. It's just I forgot to take off all of my mascara, and I cried. It was just so good, and just the ending, that final montage, I have my feels, and I can't even adequately express how much I loved Sense8, and the fact that we were able to get this conclusion was just absolutely incredible, and I'm so happy. But it's 4 in the morning. I have to work at 10:30. I'm gonna go try and get some sleep, and I will hopefully process all of my emotions properly later today, and then I'll tag it on the end of this video. But I think my favorite scene was the Trojan horse scene. That was just great. I mean, just so much goodness. I could talk about just so much. It was just so beautiful, and I'm so sad that we're not gonna get anything more from Sense8 and from this amazing cast, and just okay, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'll see you guys in a second with my thoughts and having processed What the fuck? Just hi. So it's been about 12 hours since I finished watching Sense8 and I'm still hurting. I have a lot of emotions. So this is a spoiler warning for if you have not watched it, that I'm going to talk about some of the stuff that I really liked and some of the things, you know, afterthoughts that I had once I finished watching. So like I said, spoiler warning. So overall, obviously, like, for the allotted time that we were given, like this 2.5 hour movie, I think that it was done beautifully, almost perfectly. I mean, you have this giant cast of characters that have to have like certain plot lines resolved. Particularly, you know, we had to get Wolfgang back and figure out, you know, what the whole deal with Whispers was. So essentially that was like the main conflict that we were trying to deal with in this finale. And so for the allotted time, I think that it was done so well. I think that everything was kind of just, it was so beautiful. I think that these 2.5 hours had some of my favorite moments with some of the characters. Obviously, like, we open up with Wolfgang and just, I was in my honey nut Felios because, you know, we're learning about, you know, who Wolfgang was and what he was dealing with as a child and stuff like that. And you kind of have that moment where he's just like, I'm not worth it, and I just wanted to cry. Like, it was so sad because that's something that he deals with a lot, is like feeling rejected by his family. Like, him and Sun mirror each other in that aspect where they feel like their family has never really appreciated them. And so we have this with Sun, and it just made me so happy that at the end of this, both of them are happy and, you know, with people that care about them so much. But we follow, I think, for a large part, Wolfgang's kind of story in this particular thing, because I think that's might have been the plan if they had come up with like a third season. So we have, you know, the whole, about halfway through I was freaking out because I was like, how are we going, like, it was kind of solved and I was like, how are we gonna, like, how is this gonna implode and then fix itself again? So I was just freaking out. It was just, when we finally got like all of the Sense8s together, it was just so beautiful, everybody working together and just having such a great time. I just, my heart was so full, so full. So we have, obviously, like, you know, the established relationship of Will and Blue. Again, I can't remember her name. Riley. So we have Will and Riley and, you know, the relationship and them growing as a couple, and that was really cute. But I think Sun and Moon kind of took the cake when it came to just adorableness. Again, I think if we had had a full season to kind of develop their relationship, we would have seen it a lot better. Like, obviously there are some things that we had to skim over or had to happen off screen for it to make sense, you know? So we had them kind of like falling in love, and just that whole, like, Miss Bach, I miss you, and like just that was just so fucking cute. Like, they were so cute. I love that he loves her because she can kick his ass. Like, she can kick his ass, and he absolutely loves that, and he loves that she can fight. And I think that it was just so beautiful. I just wish we would have had more of that. But their relationship is just so cute. And then of course we have, you know, all the side characters who aren't part of the cluster, who you were kind of like, oh, are they gonna go left behind? And they don't. I just love how accepting everybody is, and I love how Rajan was just like, all these people can't be crazy, so it must be true. And his character development was a lot of fun to watch, because, you know, you kind of didn't like him at the beginning, you just weren't sure, and having him kind of do that 180 was super nice. I definitely loved at the end when we get him, Wolfgang, and Kala together, and how, I mean, obviously, like, again, that stuff had to happen off screen because it just wouldn't have been enough time to show it and, you know, show the plot stuff, which is super sad. I wish I would have seen more of that, because it is implied that they are now in a polyamorous relationship, and I wish we would have seen, you know, Wolfgang and Rajan fall in love, because it's you can see in the bits that they're together that they care about each other and that they like each other. And, you know, we have Rajan not even questioning why Kala loves him, and I thought that was so beautiful. And then obviously at the end he's like kissing like him, and it becomes like this whole kind of like awakening. Like there's never a moment where like, no, I don't like guys, like I'm not gay, none of that situation. And just the beautiful callback with when we first have them together with the whole tapping on the thing, which is beautiful. I just wish we would have had more time to just see that relationship flourish, because you know we weren't given the time, and I think that if we would have, it would have been 20 million times better. I think that their relationship just works. I mean, you have Raja, who's still kind of new to this whole, like, you know, trusting your partner, and Kala, who's just so full of love, and it just works so perfectly, because, you know, Wolfgang is just someone that wants to be loved, and his friendship with Felix is just so cute, and it's just like they're just such good friends. And then we obviously have Lido being his dramatic self, and I think he has some of the funniest lines, and I just love him and his relationship with Fernando and Danny. And I think that was so nice that we have two polyamorous relationships that are very different and, you know, very unique in each of their structures. So that was a lot of fun to see. Obviously we have, you know, Anita and Nomi's wedding, which was super adorable. Like, you know, the final scenes are like them getting married, and that was a lot of fun. And just how supportive Amanita is. I think she's like the #1 person in this story, quite frankly. Like, it's just so beautiful. Of course there are some plot holes not plot holes, but there's some stuff that obviously could not get, you know, elaborated because we have such a little amount of time, and they were just trying to wrap it up, and it makes me so sad because we didn't know what happened to Cassius's I can't say his name, with his, I'm gonna call him Cap, with his campaign. Like, we didn't get to explore what happened with him and his relationship too, so that was quite sad, you know. But we got the happy ending at the end. I think my favorite scene was the Trojan horse scene when they're all pretending to be tourists. I think that scene was just so, it was so funny, and it was just a lot of fun to watch. Obviously, like, we had the moment where Kala gets shot, and you're just like and I love that she kisses Wolfgang, and then she kisses Raja, and there's nothing, they're just happy that she's alive, and I was just like, I was so happy. And then when Sun and Mun, she takes him to meet his family, and it's her dog, and I was just so, my heart was so full. I was just, like I said, I think that for the time that they had, for the fact that we as like Sense8 fans managed to get even this 2.5 hours, I think it was perfect for what it was. And I'm so sad to see the show ending, and but at the same time I'm so grateful that we got at least this. There's just so much I loved, and I'm gonna rewatch it, and I'm gonna love it again. I want so much more from it, but I just loved it. I loved having all of Sense8 together. I love having all of their people being involved and just loving each other. And the ending, like, obviously, like, the ending was kind of like almost open-ended, where it's just like everybody's happy, but like some of the stuff isn't resolved or couldn't be resolved. But I think for what we got, for what it is, it was perfect, and I'm so glad we got it. But yeah, that is all for me. I hope you guys have a good morning, afternoon, or night whenever you happen to be watching this. Thank you so much if you stuck around for all of my thoughts. I might have some more once I do a rewatch, but who knows? This is it for now. So yeah, bye!